Hey, y'all say y'all peace and Palo Santo 6 as you go, Divinely Lika. And as y'all see, I typically never do this off of camera, but I pre-shuffled already. Um, I pre-shuffled, and when I pre-shuffled and I pulled these cards, something told me that this reading may be geared towards love. So I also want to pull some love cards as well. But I'm just going to show you what came out so far. We have soul forgiveness. We have desire. And then we have shine. Okay. Alright. So I'm going to look at this as the advice that's going to come out after a love reading. I don't know why Spirit is telling me to go towards the love deck, but that's just what I'm hearing. Divine spirit guides, angels, ancestors, cosmic family of the brightest love, light, healing, prosperity, and protection. Please give me clear and accurate messages for the collective. What is going on in love for the collective? What is it that they need to hear the most in regards to love? Please just block out all interferences as I get these messages across and protect my space. Any dark magic, evil I've been sent my way, I ask that you return it back to sender, magnified, and bind it to them. Thank you so much, Spirit. Ashe, Ashe, and Ashe. Alright, one more, y'all. Wait, no, one more. One more after that one. Okay, let's see what's going on. What is going on in love, Spirit? The collective. What is it that they need to hear the most in regards to love, Spirit? Okay. So far we have a girl with a snake, empath and narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used, enable boundaries. And then we have twin flames, yin and yang. Tell me more, Spirit. Seduction. Okay. Tell me more, Spirit. Boat, receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closures. I'm getting a vibe that somebody has decided to close out a cycle with a twin flame. This is interesting. So interesting. Maybe you feel like your twin was a narcissist. I'm hearing a twin that's in karmic energy. But sometimes, okay, let me just see what else is going on. So it says, looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, making new memories. So there's somebody who has ended. Okay, so this is what I'm getting so far. Okay. So somebody could have been in a twin flame connection with somebody who is very much so still in karmic energy. Okay. There's still someone who still has narcissistic tendencies because they have not healed. And they're still in low vibrational energy, which is why they were able to be seduced by somebody else. There's some type of third party interference that has came in between this twin flame connection. What I'm also hearing is, and this is just me knowing what I know about narcissism, narcissistic people typically they struggle with being alone. They have a very, very low sense of self-worth, so they struggle with being alone. So typically they will have it that they have more than one person. Like they have to play it safe. Like narcissists play it safe. So like if there's one person, like they can be in a connection with somebody else, but then have one as a backup just in case that goes wrong, because they cannot deal with being alone. So what I'm seeing right now is there was someone who was in a relationship with someone who someone who is very much so in low vibrational karmic energy. You can have a twin who's in low vibrational karmic energy. It could be a situation where you're doing the healing work and that person is not. Okay, so anyway, this person has been seduced by a third party. You have decided to move on to calmer waters. You've moved on from this situation, or you're trying to move on from this situation, and it has not been easy for you. this could either be mutual energy or your energy. You're looking at old photos between this person. You may have thought that this is, this is the person that you wanted to be with. So what else is going on, Spirit? Tell me more. Tell me more, Spirit. It says acts, breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. So this person could have abandoned you for a third party. And I'm hearing there's been a lot of this. It's been a lot of this. Honestly, that's kind of how twin flame relation. Yeah. Yep. Okay. So then we have acts, breakup, separation, stop the pattern. We have heartbroken, deeply sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, mourning, and then not enough. Frustrated in relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear of ego, issues, and jealousy. So what I'm getting is someone was in a connection with a twin who is very much so still in karmic energy. They've been seduced by a third party, and I feel like there's been a lot of this, like situations where maybe this person has tried to juggle you with somebody else, especially if they're a narcissist. More than likely they have tried to juggle you for quite some time. You have decided to put an end to this. It's not been easy, but you have decided to put an end to this, to try to move on to more peaceful, calmer waters. You are heartbroken, but ultimately you were not getting enough from this situation. And I think this is where the soul forgiveness comes in. So if this is you, one, maybe forgiving your twin for putting you in a third party situation, forgiving your twin from juggling you, and ultimately trying to take what this was supposed to teach you, and then also forgiving yourself. Also forgiving yourself. Yeah. Then we have on the back of the deck, runner. Runner. So, that, like, you could have been the chaser and I've noticed in the twin flame dynamic, there's like a runner and chaser type of paradigm that goes on. Yeesh, this is a lot. It's like a runner and chaser type of paradigm. So your person could be the runner, running from, intimacy, listening to their ego, and ultimately that's what it is. Like the twin flame contract is for you to tap into the highest version of yourself, to heal certain things within yourself. And I'm getting the vibe that you may be more vibrating from a higher frequency, while your twin is still listening very much so in their ego. Like you could have possibly went through a spiritual awakening, but your twin has not. So then we have sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. So this is maybe you having some type of, wow. We have stabbed in the back, heartbreak, pain, deception, shocking attack. So this person could have the news of you finding out about your person in the third party could have come in a really shocking way. Right after that, we have snake, competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. Yeah. So you're in a place where you're heartbroken about being stabbed in the back by your twin. Spirit is saying, sheesh. So what I'm getting, it's like you're gonna take this heartbreak. I'm hearing like turning your pain into passion. You're going to take this heartbreak, what has taken place between you and your twin, and you're going to put that love back into yourself. After that, we have the Phoenix card. It says new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, change mind. So ultimately, I'm getting this feeling as to where as long as your twin is still in karmic energy, This is just not a situation that's going to work out for you. Which is why Spirit is saying to stop the pattern. Stop the pattern of, going back, trying to do it again, to ultimately end up with the same results. Because every time you end up heartbroken and feeling like you're not getting enough from the relationship. You feel like you're not getting enough. This person, because they're narcissistic, they lack empathy. So they don't really feel bad. They just run off to somebody else. And you're starting to see that. And every time this person runs off to somebody else, you feel like you're stabbed in the back. This person keeps stabbing you in the back for the other woman. Whoever the snake is. And the snake card comes up twice. You have the girl with the snake. So you are the girl, the empath, who's holding on to a snake. See, the thing about the twin flame union that people have to understand, and this is where I'm at in my journey as well, is understanding that I know there's like a lot of information that'll tell you that, twins are supposed to end up with each other. You guys are supposed to be together. And ideally, that would be awesome. But at the end of the day, in a twin flame dynamic, you have free will. The same way I have the free will to not want to get my shit together or heal or ascend or work on myself, your person has that free will too. So you can be in a contract with a twin who maybe just won't get it together in this lifetime. And that's okay. You take the lessons that you've learned and you move forward. Like, ultimately, that's what it is. You take, I think, and then we have love, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, compassion, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. So ultimately this I feel like what you're getting from this twin flame situation is being at one with yourself, loving yourself. And when you do that, it's going to attract somebody very, very good into your life. Because then we have have faith, love is coming, surprise invitation, or meeting. So something beautiful is coming in. I think right now, though, you're just in a phase of maybe coming to some type of terms of the fact that maybe you won't end up with your twin, or coming to some type of terms that maybe your twin isn't going to get it together. Because this seems to be a pattern. That's why I'm saying stop the pattern. I don't think I'm speaking to a collective that has been here for the first time with their twin. I think I'm speaking to somebody who has been in this loop for quite some time. And I think that's what this epiphany is. Why this lightning bolt card popped up, because I think somebody is like finally coming to the conclusion, like, this cycle is not gonna end unless I just get out of it. The best thing I can do is just surrender the process, surrender the idea of I'm gonna end up with my twin, I'm gonna be with my twin, we're supposed to be together, and ultimately taking the time to just put that love back into yourself, taking this as a growing situation, moving on to peaceful and calmer waters, and forgiving your twin as well. Forgiving your twin for, stabbing you in the back, forgiving yourself from forgiving yourself for, I feel like someone's beating themselves up because they stayed longer than they feel like they should have. But there was a lesson there. Passion. Insane chemistry, like each other equally, having fun. Yeah, you're going to meet somebody for you. Somebody who is better suited for you. Yeah, as long as your twin is not willing to do the work. Like, the understanding is your twin has free will. Your twin does not have to get it together if they don't want to. So you may have spent a long time, and this is so similar to my situation, it's crazy. You may have spent a long time like hoping and wishing that this person is going to get it together, and after so many months, years, or whatever, it's like we're still in the same place. We are not progressing. And it's almost like because your twin isn't getting it together, it almost feels like you're in a karmic relationship and not a twin flame union. Because, and technically that's kind of what it's like. If you can have a twin that is still in karmic energy. At the end of the day, it's like we all have certain karmic contracts that we have to clear out. And I do believe that you can have more than one contract at the same time. Like I believe that you can have a contract with a twin and still have a contract with a karmic at the same time. I do believe that that's possible. But this person, until they clear out their karma or learn the karmic lessons that they need to learn, there may be some lessons that your twin was supposed to learn that they can't learn through you. Personally, I've learned some of my greatest lessons through bad relationships, not good ones. So if you're a twin, more than likely you're a good person. You're a kind-hearted person. Obviously, you're an empath. So that means you have a lot of compassion and empathy for people. So maybe the lessons that your twin needs to learn cannot be learned through you, because you love them too much. You're too compassionate to learn that. Maybe your twin can only learn what they need to learn in a karmic relationship with this other person, whoever this third party is, who's ultimately, your person has a karmic contract that they have to complete. So even though you may have a contract with your twin, and in your mind you were supposed, you wanted to be with this person forever and ever, and it just doesn't turn out that way, that's okay. Ultimately, it's really about you coming into union with yourself. Oh shit. Great. Hold on, y'all. God damn it. Okay. So yeah, I feel like there's someone who's just like, maybe being really hard on themselves about the situation. And I think this is why the soul forgiveness card comes up. I feel like somebody's probably had asked themselves why was I put in a twin flame union with somebody who wasn't ready to get it together or something like that. Why be put in a twin flame union with somebody who was just going to keep stabbing me in the back? Like, why? This is a lot. It's a lot. I'm going to be honest. The twin flame union is just a lot. But ultimately, it's a really beautiful thing. Even if the only thing you take from your twin flame union is a spiritual awakening and healing certain traumas with, healing certain things within yourself. Even if that's the only thing that you take from your twin flame union, that is still a beautiful thing. Because there are certain things in a twin flame union that you probably wouldn't learn with somebody else. So sometimes that is what you take from, from the situation. Just being in union with yourself, learning how to love yourself. All right, so let's see what this soul forgiveness card is about. 56. It says, who do you need to forgive? Let it go and reclaim yourself. Forgiveness is a gift of freedom for you, from you. You can't rush forgiveness. You have to feel it to heal it. Feel the pain, hurt, grief, rage, and despair. Take time with your heart. Forgiveness is a higher vibration frequency than the pain you must allow yourself to feel. Unforgiveness colors your world with lack, mistrust, and resentment. You start to see everything through victim-colored glasses. But forgiveness does not have to include reconciliation. Start with self-forgiveness. Say out loud, I forgive myself with love. Goddess declaration, I forgive and free myself. I forgive and free others. So you could have a great deal of resentment right now, and obviously rightfully so. If this is a situation where you have dealt with someone who is narcissistic, you're in a twin flame union. So the level of that love just feels probably deeper than anything you've ever experienced in your life. And you're coming to terms with this person has chose to deal with somebody else outside of you, and maybe they still want to deal with you too, but they want to be able to juggle the two, and ultimately you want it to be just you and your twin, and you're coming to the realization that this is just going to be a pattern. Like, I mean, if you're dealing with someone who's narcissistic, this is the pattern of you feeling like you're not gonna like you're not getting enough from the situation. Third party interferences, like, it's gonna be a lot of that, because narcissistic people are not happy or content with themselves, so they have to do something to fulfill themselves. Your twin has a lot of healing to do, and if they're deciding not to do it, then there's gonna be a gap, a really big gap that between the two of you. It's just not going to work out. Your twin may probably have more in common with the karmic than they do with you, because you have you who's working on yourself and your twin who is not. Yeah. So this is something that you definitely have to heal from, and it's going to start with you forgiving yourself and also forgiving your twin. Holding on to resentment, it's only going to make the process of healing much harder. It'll also keep you in kind of a low vibrational energy. All right, let's move on to desire. Someone, I'm speaking to somebody who kind of knew that they needed to end, needed to do something different. Like, you're doing something so many times over and over again, ultimately getting the same end result of feeling like you're not getting enough from the connection, feeling like you're giving more than what you're getting back. And at some point you start to feel drained. You start to feel defeated. Like, what the fuck? But you're going to meet somebody new. There's new love coming in for certain. But it's after you forgive, forgive your twin, forgive yourself, love on yourself. That's how you'll welcome in this new person. It says, dream bigger. Puny desires just constrict you. Your desires create your life, so allow them to flow boldly. What do you really desire? Get specific. See it, smell it, feel it. Call it in now. What you desire desires you. Does your desire flow from love or fear? Manifestations that come from fear-based desires keep you safe and small. Desires that come from your soul expand your world. Goddess declaration, what I desire desires me. So I'm getting this feeling that you holding on to this connection has actually held you back from your deepest desires. You may desire to do something, and then we get the shine card. So it may be something that it's almost like holding on to a situation that's dimming your light. It's stopping you from doing what it is that you're passionate about or what your soul desires, and it's ultimately stopping you from shining. Yeah, dream bigger. Puny desires constrict you. All right, let's see. And then we have Mama de Jumbo. Mumbo Jumbo. Let's see. 64. It says, you were born to shine. Be seen. Be heard. Be a movement. We need to know your name. We want to learn your dance. Daring to rise and shine starts with the courage to be seen and heard. Your story matters, and someone needs to hear it. Fear of shining brightly keeps you in the shadows, hiding and shrinking. There is no way to claim your voice and avoid rejection, criticism, and judgment. But you are not for everybody. If everyone likes you, you are not really being you. Goddess declaration, I am ready to be seen and heard. Give me a second, y'all, because I'm getting a lot of downloads on this one specifically. So, I'm like hearing very much so turning this pain into passion. Turning this pain into passion. You know, maybe it'll help you to heal from this twin flame journey, or heal from what has taken place in your twin flame journey, to actually speak about it, to talk about it. Journal about it, something, but someone needs to hear what it is that you've been through. You have a desire, you have some type of passion, that being in your twin flame journey, or holding on so tightly to, I'm going to end up with my twin, I'm going to be with my twin, it has actually kept you playing it small, kept you playing your life small. That's what I'm getting. Stop you from fully doing what it is that you desire, because you're putting so much, you know, if you're an empath dealing with a narcissist, and see, the thing about empaths and narcissists, why they fit so good together, is because an empath gets satisfaction out of giving, and then a narcissist gives satisfaction out of taking. But unfortunately, when you're an empath who actually feels, and then you're a narcissist who doesn't feel, then 26 on the timer, the empath gets drained. So now you're so drained that you can't even do what it is that you desire, because you're so much of your energy and love and attention is going into the narcissist, who is sucking you dry, ultimately keeping you playing it small, keeping you in the shadows. Or not necessarily they are. It's actually you that is keeping yourself in that situation, but ultimately it's keeping you in the shadows. And I think you feel like that. I think when you're in this, and when you've been in this union, that you've played it small, that you've doubted yourself, that you have, it's not uplifting you. It's not uplifting you, it's draining you. It's not giving you energy, it's taken from you. That's why it's like, it's not enough. It's not enough. You need something that's going to fill you up, make you feel good about yourself. It's like, as much as you probably wanted to stay in this situation with this person, it wasn't fulfilling you. It was draining you far more than it was fulfilling you. That's because you're filling someone's cup while they're not giving you anything. They're just taking. Stabbing you in the back, juggling you, having you looking over your shoulder and living in fear of, it's just not it. And it's like, you not only do you need, so it's like you have to forgive this person, but then also forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. So that's what I'm getting from this. Let me see. Do I want to pull anything else? What else do I want to pull? We already 28 minutes in. Let me just pull a few of these. Divine Spirit, guides, angels, ancestors, cosmic family of the brightest love, light, healing, prosperity, and protection. Do you have any more advice to close out the reading? What is it that the collective needs to hear to close out this reading, Spirit? And I'm not, discouraging anybody. Like, if you want to, continue to just root for your person, hoping that your person ends their karmic cycles and everything else, and you want to wait for your person, then that's great. Then, that's fine. We all have free will. Like, nobody has to say, well, I give up on my twin and this isn't working and I give up on my twin. That's not what I'm getting. But, that's not what I'm telling you to do. But the energy that I'm getting from my spirit guides is saying that your twin has karmic cycles to close out, and that you should not hold your life up while they do. Or hold your life up while they do, or even deal with them while they do, because it is breaking your heart. It is breaking your heart. You still, every time you try to deal with them before they've actually done the inner work, before they have actually closed out these cycles, you're in these situations where you're getting stabbed in the back. You're feeling like it's that you're not getting enough. You're feeling like you're not enough because they keep juggling you, and it ultimately end up heartbroken time and time again. And you've probably tried to separate from this person, and then you get to missing them, and then you go back, and then you ultimately end up right back where you left off because this person has not done the work. They haven't done the work. They have lessons. They have karmic lessons to learn. Whoever this person is, whoever this third party is, your twin needs to deal with that person. There are lessons there for that person. There are lessons that your twin has with that person to close out karmic cycles. And who knows how long that may take. So it's just about, using your discernment about what, have you had enough? Have you been in this loop long enough to say, you know what? Maybe the only thing I want to take from this relationship is how much that I've learned about myself. And, take that and move forward with someone else. Or maybe you decide that, you just want to date yourself until, hopefully one day when your twin flame gets it together. But ultimately, we all have free will. The choice is ours. Just like it's your twin's choice to ever get it together in this lifetime or not. It says align. It says you're being asked to align with your current situation, even if it's not easy. Align with you're now in the chapter of, and then this is just what I feel. There are a lot of people who have decided to walk away from the twin flame union. And Spirit is telling you to align with this current situation. If it's just you being by yourself, dating yourself, picking yourself back up, healing, there's a great deal of healing that's going to have to come, period. If you're an empath dealing with a narcissist that's been dealing with a narcissist for quite some time, you have a lot of healing to do. So even if it's you aligning with yourself, healing yourself, that is what Spirit wants you to do right now. It says you're being asked to align with your current situation, even if it's not easy to do so. Trust that there is much to be learned by being here. Pushing against what is will only make things harder on you. Align, surrender, trust. That's what I was saying, surrender. Someone has to surrender to, it's like, almost like surrendering to any type of expectations. Being with your twin, when you'll be with your twin, if it'll ever work out, if your twin will ever get it together, completely surrender to the process. If it works out, great. If it doesn't, it just doesn't. If it comes back around, great. If it doesn't, that's okay too. Okay? Tell me more, Spirit. Healing, I said it. Lighten up. Yeah. And this is like the soul forgiveness card again. Anyway, it says healing. Very, very, very consistent. Thank you, Spirit. It says your body, mind, and soul are in a period of deep healing right now. You're going through many transformations at once, and you're being asked to allow your soul to receive the healing you need with open arms and an open heart. Then we have lighten up. You're being asked to remember that life doesn't always have to be so serious. Yes, there are hard things happening. No, it's not always easy to be here on earth, but you can always find time to laugh, be silly, and have fun. It's so important that you do so. For, yeah. Lighten up. Someone is taking it really, is missing the beauty in the chapter of their life that they're in. If you're not holding on to a situation with your twin while they're in this karmic energy, then you don't have fear. You're not constantly looking over your shoulder. You're not constantly feeling like you're not getting enough or like you're not enough because your twin is still in a place in their life where they can easily be seduced and they're trying to juggle you with somebody else. You don't have to deal with the anxiety or anything that comes with that. You're in a very beautiful stage in your life. You're just not seeing it for what it is. And I think it's because you're hurt. You're hurt right now, and that's okay. Be patient with yourself. Do not beat yourself up on this process. You're not the only one here. Like I literally can relate with this reading so much. You're not the only one going through this. Tell me more, Spirit. Anything else? Connect. You're being asked to connect with others in meaningful ways. Sometimes it's helpful to get new perspectives and to simply be around other people. You're in need of this right now. And deep conversations will benefit you in many ways. Yeah, so I think you're probably spending, maybe you're in this because you're in like this heartbroken energy. You're kind of like it's secluding yourself from people. You don't want to deal with anybody. You kind of just want to sit in the house. And Spirit is saying to get out and connect with other people. That actually this will be very beneficial to your healing process. Getting out, laughing, doing things that actually make you feel good. Doing things that actually make you feel good. Seeing the beauty and detaching from the situation. Seeing the beauty of what life has to offer. Like, life has to offer so many beautiful things that have nothing to do with your twin. Don't miss that by fixating on what is taking place. You're being asked to detach from something that you've been holding on to. When we hold on too tightly to the desired outcome, it restricts the flow. Trust that the outcome will work out and let go of your attachment to it. Sometimes it's like we can want something for ourselves. Like, I want a particular type of situation, but maybe it's not going to be with the person that you wanted to be with. Maybe it's not going to be at the timing that you wanted to be, but you have to detach from all outcomes. When we hold on so tight, well, this is how I want things to be, and I wanted things to play out like this, and I thought it was going to go like this, and why isn't it going like this, and I need to do something to get back on. No, just allow things to flow effortlessly. If it falls apart, it falls apart. Spending some time getting back into nature will be very beneficial for you. Spending some time being in your body and not so much in your head. You're replaying what is taking place over and over again in your head. And it's doing you no good. So yeah, spend some time in nature. I did that today. I went outside with my blanket and I just sat there. Like, no phone, no nothing. I just sat and looked at the trees swaying with the wind and listened to the birds chirp. And it was so beautiful. I sun gazed. It was so nice. It was so nice. But this is what I have for you, collective. I hope that this has helped in some type of way. If this resonated, please just like, comment, and subscribe. I genuinely appreciate it. But until next time, peace out.